I'm going to talk today a little bit about Our Lady of Guadalupe, which really is a cultural story. You know, every culture does have a story, and every person participates in that story. And so this is like the cultural memory of the Mexican people. And it became so much a part of their life that it really was part of their identity and a way of their survival. So to reflect upon the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe just isn't a question of belief, but it's more about why people believe in her and her story with the indigenous Mexican people. So it's not so much what the belief is, as much as why this belief exists. It's a vision story, literally. It tells us something about God, and it tells us something about ourselves. It tells us how God wants to be among us. It's about the gift of God's unlimited love and mercy through Our Lady of Guadalupe. The indigenous people, of course, at that time were suffering at the hands of the conquest, and it was an extremely difficult time for the Mexican people. But Mary, as Guadalupe, appears to Juan Diego, an indigenous young man, expressing her wish that a church be built in Tepeyac. Tepeyac was away from the center of the city, which was power, and so Tepeyac would be a place where the poor were. She stood in Juan Diego's presence and did not sit as a princess might have, but she demonstrated her respect for Juan Diego, being at the same level as he was standing up. And there are many, many more symbols in the story. And of course, if you are able to see here or can look at a picture of Guadalupe you might have at home, her right hand is white and very thin, whereas her left hand tends to be a little fuller and darker. Her face is dark and oval, and her nose is thin and more European-like. These are symbols of coming together of the two races, symbols of a new civilization of love where there's no divisions. So Guadalupe really is at the heart of evangelization. It's not just another apparition, as in the sense of Fatima or Lourdes. The important thing about Guadalupe is, as we say in Spanish, ella se quedó. She stayed. She stayed with the people. She stays with us today as we too continue to live with so many divisions and so many expressions of power where we need to come together and be one, as our great Lady of Guadalupe tried to do and encourage the Mexican people. So I'm going to say this in Spanish for our Spanish viewers. El 12 de diciembre es la fiesta de Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe. Es una fiesta tan bonita. Y no solamente porque la gente cree en ella, pero el por qué la gente cree en Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe. Guadalupe es la memoria cultural del pueblo. Dio su identidad como un pueblo. Cada cultura tiene una historia, una narración, y Guadalupe es parte de la cultura del pueblo mexicano. Dio su identidad. Como ustedes pueden ver en la imagen de Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe, tiene las manos juntas en ofreciendo al pueblo su identidad. Y su identidad una mezcla. La mano derecha es más blanca y delgada. La izquierda es morena y más llena. Su rostro es moreno y ovalado. Y también su nariz es más de Europa. Indica una nueva civilización, un amor sin divisiones, que las dos razas vienen juntas a vivir juntas. La Virgen de Guadalupe no es otra aparición más de María, sino es algo muy importante por el pueblo porque la Virgen de Guadalupe se quedó con el pueblo. Se quedó. Guadalupe es el corazón de evangelización de América, o más bien evangelio de América. Las últimas palabras de la Virgen de Guadalupe a Juan Diego son palabras tan lindas para nosotros a recordar. Cuando ella dijo, escucha, ponlo en tu corazón, no tengas miedo, no estoy aquí yo, no soy tu madre, no estás bajo mi sombra, no soy yo la fuente de tu alegría, no estás en el hueco de mi manto, en el cruce de mis brazos. ¿Tienes necesidad de alguna otra cosa? Esas son palabras de la Virgen que siguen las vidas de la gente del pueblo mexicano, que ella siempre está presente, andando con ellos, con los más pobres, porque ella tuvo el templo construido en Tepeyac, un pueblo que era un pueblo de los pobres, más bien no de los ricos. Así que viva Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe.